Hi there. I don't know where you're watching this from. Maybe a quiet living room on a slow morning, or maybe in the middle of a busy day stealing just a few minutes for yourself. Wherever you are, I want you to know this. You're doing something really good for yourself. You're taking time to care for your health. Today I want to talk to you about something that seems small, but actually isn't small at all: blueberries. Have you ever thought that a handful of tiny blue-purple berries could actually shift how your body functions every single day? Just imagine this: a fruit so small, growing humbly on the edge of a forest trail. Yet it has the power to balance your blood sugar, keep your digestion running smooth, protect your heart, and yes, even brighten your skin. I had a patient named Claire. She's 63. One day she told me, "Doctor, I'm just tired of checking my blood sugar every single morning. I want to feel normal again." I didn't hand her a prescription right away. I just said, "Claire, how about starting with a bowl of blueberries every morning?" She came back a month later. Her numbers had gone down a little. But what mattered more, she smiled more. She said, "I feel like my body's settling down." And I wasn't surprised. You see, blueberries have a low glycemic index, and they're full of soluble fiber and polyphenols. These natural compounds help stabilize insulin-curb sugar cravings and help your body think smarter when it comes to handling sugar. In digestion, it's often overlooked, but it's the control center of your health. Blueberries feed the good bacteria in your gut and help reduce silent inflammation. You might not feel, but your body does. And your heart, that quiet rhythm that keeps you going every day. After 50, I've seen too many hearts slow down under the weight of cholesterol, blood pressure, and low-grade inflammation. But those flavonoids and anthocyanins in blueberries, they help keep your blood vessels flexible, reduce inflammation, and lower your risk of stroke. And finally, your skin. Taking care of your skin isn't about vanity. When you look in the mirror and see healthy, glowing skin, you feel better, more alive. Vitamin C and antioxidants in blueberries help your body produce collagen, shield your skin from sun and time, and keep that brightness from the inside out. Have you noticed that as we age, our bodies speak to us more gently, but more persistently? The small aches, that fatigue, you can't explain the shallow sleep. Maybe it's your body asking you to return to the basics. And maybe it starts with something as simple as a bowl of blueberries. And if you're wondering, is it too late for me to start? Let me say this: it's never too late to start loving your body again. Thank you for listening. If something in this video made you pause or reflect, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share a comment and share your story. Have you ever thought that something this small, this vibrant and purple, could become your most loyal companion in aging? I'm talking about the humble blueberry. One of my patients, Margaret, she's 67, asked me not long ago, "Doctors, there's something simple I can do to help with my tired eyes, my forgetfulness, and this constant sluggishness." I looked at her and smiled. "Start small," I said, "like a handful of blueberries a day." You see, blueberries aren't just a tasty fruit. They're a gift from nature for tired eyes and aging minds. Inside these little berries are vitamin E, anthocyanins, and carotenoids, nutrients that quietly protect your eyes from the blue light of phones and screens and help improve blood flow to the retina. Even macular degeneration, that scary word we hear more often after 60, can be slowed in part thanks to these compounds. Have you ever woken up and found your vision a little blurry, like the world's not quite in focus? Now imagine this: by simply eating blueberries every day, you're slowly helping your eyes push back against aging one bite at a time. And your brain, anthocyanins, the very pigment that gives blueberries their deep color, helps strengthen the connections between neurons. It's like they gently whisper to your brain, "Hey, stay sharp. Don't forget. Keep reaching out." That's why more and more research is showing that blueberries may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and age-related memory loss. And there's more. Your immune system, that invisible armor working day and night, needs support too. Blueberries bring vitamin C, zinc, and antioxidants to the table, helping your body fight off bacteria, viruses, and whatever comes its way, especially as we age. And if you've been trying to lose a little weight gently without extreme diets, blueberries might just be your ally. Low in calories, high in fiber, and known to help with blood sugar, they can reduce hunger and support visceral fat loss, which is the most dangerous kind. Isn't it amazing? Something so small, yet the impact is anything but small. So tomorrow when you open your fridge, make a little space for blueberries. Your eyes, your memory, and your body, they'll thank you for it. Taking care of ourselves as we age doesn't have to be a grand project. Sometimes it begins with the smallest thing, like one single blueberry. Have you ever noticed that even in the world of food, there are silent relationships? Things that seem harmless on their own, but when paired together, they quietly cancel each other out. Let me tell you a little story. After a health checkup one day, Helen, 62 years old, very mindful of her wellness, pulled me aside and whispered, "Doctor, every morning I have a blueberry and cucumber smoothie. It's light, it's fresh, but lately I just don't feel as vibrant as I used to." I asked a few more questions and then gently smiled. "Did you know that cucumber contains an enzyme called ascorbinase, and it can break down the vitamin C in your blueberries?" Her eyes widened. "Really, I thought all fruits and veggies are good when you mix them together." And I get it. We grow up thinking the more colors, the more plants, the better. But the body, much like life, works by quiet rules. Small details that can make a big difference. Vitamin C in blueberries is one of the most valuable antioxidants we've got, protecting your immune system, your skin, even your eyes. But when it meets the ascorbinase enzyme in cucumbers, it breaks down before your body can use it. I want you to imagine this. You pick out the freshest blueberries, toss them into the blender with a few slices of cucumber, thinking you're starting your day right. But unknowingly, you're taking away one of the key benefits your body truly needs. Kind of disappointing, isn't it? But don't worry, the fix is simple. Just eat them at different times. Give each food a little space to do its work. Like two talented performers, each one deserves their moment in the spotlight, not competing for the same stage. I often tell my older patients, good health isn't just about what you eat, it's about when and with what. Because after 50, it's the little things that matter most. When you understand your body and understand your food, it's not about doing more, it's about doing it smarter. So next time you've got cucumbers in your hand, maybe wait until the blueberries have had their moment first. Just a small shift, but one that could lead to big results in how you feel and age gracefully. Health is a gentle art, not loud, not flashy, but rooted in the quiet wisdom of small things done well. Now, speaking of combinations, here's something that might surprise you. Blueberries and pineapple, two fruits that are fantastic on their own, but maybe shouldn't be eaten together. I know it sounds odd. They're both fruits. They're fresh, juicy, full of vitamins. Perfect for a fruit salad, right? But like so many things in life, what's good individually doesn't always mean it works well together. I had a patient named Linda, 71 years old. She loved fruit. Every morning she made herself a smoothie with all the colors of the rainbow, and it always included blueberries and pineapple. Then she came to see me. Lately, she said, "I feel this burning in my stomach. Some days I'm bloated for hours after breakfast." I asked when it started, and that's when the dots connected. You see, both blueberries and pineapple are high in acid. When you're younger, your stomach can handle that. But as we age, the stomach lining thins, and we're not as good at neutralizing acid. So when you eat two acidic fruits at once, especially on an empty stomach, your digestion protests. Not because those foods are bad, but because your gut needs more care than it used to. People in their 50s and 60s often tell me they have heartburn, bloating, or that strange off feeling after eating, and many times it's not what they ate, but how they combined it. That's why I always say, not everything good has to go together. Sometimes it's better to give each thing its own time to shine. So if you love pineapple, great, enjoy it later in the day. Blueberries perfect in the morning, especially with oats or plain yogurt. Just spacing them out by an hour can make your stomach feel calm, steady, and at peace. Have you ever felt like your body is trying to tell you something, but it's not using words? I believe the more we slow down and listen to ourselves, the more we realize health isn't built in big moves, but in the small choices we repeat every day. And here's another example. Ever felt like you're trying so hard to eat healthy and still not getting the results you hoped for? Paula, 65, one of my very health-conscious patients, came to me confused. "Doc," he said, "I drink blueberry smoothies every day. I add granola, a bit of maple syrup for flavor, even a spoon of fruit jam just for fun. But my blood sugar's still high. I'm still tired." I looked at him and gently said, "You're giving your body something really valuable, but you're also taking away its power with just a spoonful of sugar." You see, blueberries are a powerhouse rich in anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that fight inflammation, boost memory, and support the heart. But once you add refined sugar syrup sweetened granola fruit preserves, you're sending your body mixed signals. It's like planting a beautiful garden and then pouring acid on it by accident. That's what sugar does. It spikes insulin, causes fatigue, low-grade inflammation, and accelerates aging quietly. Sugar doesn't just reduce the benefits of blueberries, it actively works against what those berries are trying to do. I get it. A little sweetness is comforting, especially in this season of life. But now sweetness has to come with wisdom. Try a smoothie without the syrup, or enjoy your blueberries plain, let them shine on their own. Let the nutrients do their job uninterrupted, because health, like any relationship, isn't just about what's present, but what's paired with it. Let blueberries be the protector, the healer, the gentle friend they were meant to be. Don't let sugar dim the good you're trying to build. One more thought. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Maybe a quick sandwich with deli meat, a slice of sausage with a handful of blueberries to balance it out? If that's you, I'm not here to scold you, just to invite you to pause. Not out of guilt, but to reflect just a little deeper on what you're giving your body. Because not all balance is true balance. Processed meats like sausage, bacon, deli slices are full of preservatives, nitrites, and salt. They cause low-grade inflammation, wear down your gut, and put stress on the liver, especially as we age. And blueberries, they're trying their best to heal you. But when you pair them with inflammatory foods, you cancel out their work. You're sending in both the doctor and the injury at the same time. I always tell my patients, you don't have to give up everything. But if you're going to eat something good, give it the space to do what it came to do. So maybe tomorrow save the sausage for later and let your blueberries work their quiet magic in peace. Small changes, big impact. Health is never about perfection, it's about paying attention. Thank you for being here and for listening. And next time you find yourself holding a bowl of blueberries, give them a chance to shine all on their own. I had a patient named Raymond, 66 years old, retired, lives alone, and loves cooking, but only the simple, no-fuss kind. He told me one day every morning I have a sausage sandwich, and to balance it out, I toss in a few blueberries. He chuckled and said, "That seems fair, right, Doc?" But over time, Raymond started getting mild stomach aches, a bit of bloating. His blood work even showed some early signs of liver inflammation. Now processed meats, sausage, bacon, deli cuts, they're tasty, convenient, full of flavor. But they also come with a silent burden, nitrates, preservatives, high salt. And after age 50, our bodies, especially our liver and gut, just don't handle those hidden stressors the way they used to. Blueberries, on the other hand, they're one of nature's finest healers, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich. Great for your heart, brain, and digestion. But if you eat blueberries with processed meat, you cancel out the good with the bad. It's like opening the window for fresh air and lighting a cigarette right after. As a doctor, I'm not here to say you should never enjoy something indulgent. I understand comfort routine, the little joys like a slice of ham with your morning tea. But I do ask you this, let blueberries do what they were meant to do, heal, not clean up after poor choices. Have you ever thought about it this way? After 50, health isn't just about eating more veggies than the next person. It's about how you combine things. Each pairing you choose can be medicine or a setback. So instead of blueberries with sausage, pair them with plain Greek yogurt, some banana, or a bit of oats. Give your body the chance not just to feel full, but to truly thrive from the inside out. Thank you for listening. And hey, if tomorrow you're still craving that bacon, I get it. Just maybe, save the blueberries for a meal that lets them shine. There are some pairs in nutrition that when combined don't just nourish you, they elevate you. Like two old friends who bring out the best in each other. And I'm talking about blueberries and bananas. One of my patients, Robert, 70 years old, once said, "Doctor, I eat blueberries every morning, just like you told me, for brain health." When I asked what he ate them with, he replied, "Oh, nothing. I'm afraid mixing them might mess up their benefits." I smiled and said, "Not every combination is a bad one. In fact, some are the key to doubling the benefit." Blueberries and bananas. That's one of those perfect matches. Delicious, gentle, and so good for you, especially after 50. Imagine this. You start your morning slow and steady with a smoothie made from ripe bananas and fresh blueberries. The natural sweetness of the banana, the slight tang of the berries, it's not just satisfying, it's functional. The banana's soluble fiber slows digestion just enough to help your body fully absorb all the powerful antioxidants from the blueberries. From a medical standpoint, and after nearly 40 years of working with the human body, I can tell you this bananas are rich in potassium, which supports heart health and blood pressure. They also contain fiber that gives anthocyanins, the magic compound in blueberries, more time to work. Food is a lot like people. Some do fine alone. But the right pairing at the right moment, that's where the magic happens. Bananas calm the stomach. Blueberries soothe the nerves. Together they make an ideal breakfast low in sugar, high in nutrients, supportive of the heart, brain, and digestion. So tomorrow morning, if you're not sure where to start here. One banana, a handful of blueberries. Simple but deeply wise. Because health rarely comes from big things. It comes from small choices made again and again with care. Now let's talk about another beautiful partnership, Greek yogurt and blueberries. I had a patient, Eileen, 72 years old, strong, sharp-minded, but struggling. She dealt with bloating, constipation, and poor nutrient absorption. She tried everything, meds, herbal teas, even fasting. Then one day I suggested something easy. Every morning a bowl of Greek yogurt with fresh blueberries. No drastic changes, no extremes. Just a little bowl, once a day. A few weeks later, she returned and said, smiling, "Doctor, I didn't expect it to feel this good. My stomach doesn't feel like a battlefield anymore." Greek yogurt isn't just food, it's a living ecosystem. It's full of probiotics, those friendly bacteria that rebalance your gut, ease digestion, reduce inflammation, even lift your mood. Especially after 50, when digestion slows and gut health becomes more fragile, probiotics become quiet but powerful allies. Not to mention, Greek yogurt is loaded with high-quality protein. That helps maintain muscle mass metabolism and protects against age-related muscle loss. Now when you pair it with blueberries, one of nature's richest sources of antioxidants, something beautiful happens. The yogurt helps your body absorb more of the blueberries' nutrients, anthocyanins, vitamin C. And the blueberries, they feed the probiotics in the yogurt, creating a healthy living loop right in your gut. Imagine this. You're not just having breakfast, you're planting seeds for long-term health. Quietly, gently, no drama. Have you ever felt that way? That the kindest thing you can do for yourself is just start your day with something small and kind. And if tomorrow you're standing at a fork in the road, rushed toast or a bowl of Greek yogurt with blueberries, I hope you choose the second. Because wellness more often than not begins with something soft, cool, and deeply nourishing. Some pairings in food aren't just good for you, they're grounding. Like the kind of comfort that doesn't just fill your belly, but steadies your spirit. I'm talking about blueberries and nuts. Have you ever thrown a handful of walnuts or almonds into your bowl of blueberries just for texture? You might have thought, why not, adds a little crunch. But in truth, you're giving your heart and brain a precious gift. I had a patient, Linda, 66. She once said, "I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. But I remember how tired I felt when I forgot my heart meds." We worked together to build better habits, not just pills, but daily rituals. One of them, adding nuts to her morning blueberries. Walnuts, almonds, cashews, they're packed with omega-3s, vitamin E, magnesium. Nutrients that don't shout, but protect your blood vessels, your brain cells, your aging nervous system. This kind of food doesn't just keep you full, it keeps you strong, present, resilient. Because at this age, we're not just eating to survive, we're eating to stay sharp, stay connected, and stay steady. And what about blueberries? They supercharge antioxidants, helping your brain stay clear and your heart beat calm and steady. Now I want you to picture this. Each morning, you pick up a wooden spoon and gently sprinkle a few walnuts onto your yogurt, topped with blueberries. You might not feel anything magical right away, but over time, that patient little habit becomes a quiet shield, keeping your mind sharp, your body strong, and reminding you you're still taking good care of yourself. From a professional standpoint, I can tell you this. When you pair foods rich in healthy fats, like nuts, with antioxidant-rich foods like blueberries, you're actually helping your body absorb both better. It's like two old friends who understand each other, lift each other up, and bring out the best in one another. At this stage of life, health isn't just about living longer. It's about living clearly with a bright mind, a peaceful heart, and the feeling that you're still walking through life with intention. And sometimes that clarity starts with a handful of almonds and some blueberries in the morning. It's small, yes, but powerful. I don't know how your mornings usually begin, but for me, there's a simple little ritual I hold on to. A warm bowl of oats, a few fresh blueberries, maybe a sprinkle of walnuts. Not fancy, not complicated, but every spoonful feels like a quiet reminder that real health isn't found in anything big. It lives in the quiet habits we repeat each day. Have you ever felt that way? That the simplest things are what nourish us the longest? I had a patient, Harold, 69, who used to have high cholesterol and mild diabetes. He tried all sorts of those low-sugar breakfast cereals they advertise. But things didn't really shift until he started cooking real whole oats every morning and topping them with a handful of fresh blueberries. Now, whole oats, not the instant kind, contain a special kind of fiber called beta-glucan. I like to call it the gentle thread. It helps sweep bad cholesterol from your blood vessels and keeps your blood sugar steady all morning long without the spike and crash that comes with sugary foods. Here's something most people don't realize. When you combine oats with blueberries, you're not just having a tasty breakfast, you're creating a powerful reaction in your body. The antioxidants in blueberries, like anthocyanins and polyphenols, are better absorbed when there's soluble fiber from the oats. In the blueberries, they make the whole meal feel lighter, fresher, both in taste and in how your body handles it. See, it's a simple dish, but when chosen with care and combined thoughtfully, it can bring balance to your heart, your blood sugar, your memory, and even your mood as you start the day. Picture this: every morning, you're not just eating to be full, you're sending your body a message that says, I still care about you. And sometimes that's the most important thing we can do, especially after age 50. Because as we begin to slow down, the body also longs to be listened to, slowly, gently, with simple things, like a bowl of oats and a few blueberries. Thank you for listening. And if tomorrow morning you're wondering what to eat, try this. Let your body tell you how it feels. And blueberries, you probably heard me talk about them plenty already. They're one of nature's best sources of antioxidants. They fight inflammation, support memory, and quietly protect your cells from the wear and tear of aging. Now, when we pair blueberries with something else, say chia seeds or flax seeds, it's like a marriage of softness and strength, a meeting of color, texture, and deep, meaningful benefits. I want you to picture this. It's morning. You're sitting at your kitchen table, a little light coming through the window. In front of you is a bowl of yogurt with blueberries sprinkled with soaked chia seeds and maybe a little cinnamon if you like. Every spoonful isn't just tasty, it's a quiet message to yourself: I'm taking care of me. From where I stand after decades of working with older adults, I can tell you this. After 50, your body doesn't need complicated fixes. It needs patience, kindness, and smart, thoughtful choices. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and blueberries. 3 tiny things, but when they come together, they offer real lasting energy for your heart, your brain, and even your spirit. And who knows? Maybe that's exactly what you need tomorrow morning. Today I want to tell you about a man named Michael. He's 68, retired, living in Colorado. Every morning he wakes up early, makes his coffee, opens the window, and just sits quietly with the sky. Michael came to see me not because of a major illness. He simply said, "Doc, I don't feel like myself anymore." I asked him how he felt. He paused, then said slowly, "I forget more than I used to. My mind feels foggy like early morning mist. My skin looks dull. And by late afternoon, all I want to do is lie down. I figured it was just aging, but I don't want to give up that easily." Have you ever felt like that? Like you're still here, but not quite present? I didn't give Michael a prescription. Instead, I suggested one small change, so small it might sound silly. I told him to begin every morning with a simple bowl of fresh blueberries, a few slices of ripe banana, a spoonful of Greek yogurt, and a small handful of walnuts. Nothing more, nothing less. 1 month later, he came back, and I still remember the first thing I saw: his smile. He said, "Doc, I don't just feel better, I feel brighter." His memory was sharper. His afternoons were no longer a time of fatigue. His skin looked clearer, his eyes had more life, and even his voice had strength again. But most importantly, he felt like himself again. You see, we often look for complicated answers, supplements, detoxes, elaborate health routines. But sometimes, it's the small things we repeat daily that turn out to be the strongest medicine. Blueberries soothe inflammation and fuel the brain. Bananas stabilize energy and help digestion. Greek yogurt provides probiotics and protein. And walnuts, they bring omega-3s nourishing both the brain and the heart. Each one offers something different, but together they create a strong foundation for the second half of life. I'm not sharing Michael's story to say that one breakfast can change everything, but I share it to show you that one small change at the right time can start the wheels turning again. And from that momentum, health begins to return. So if you're feeling a little adrift, like life is moving, but you're not in the driver's seat, start with breakfast. Gentle, simple, intentional. Thank you for listening. And if tomorrow morning you see a few blueberries waiting on the counter, think of Michael and think of yourself. Dear friend, if you're over 50, I'd like to invite you to pause for a moment, not to worry about aging, but to reflect on the small choices you make every day. Because those little things, they're quietly shaping your health, your body, and even your state of mind. There's one fruit I lovingly call the blue heart of aging well, and that's the blueberry. Small, modest, unassuming, yet inside it holds a treasure trove of nutrition. Packed with powerful antioxidants like anthocyanins, vitamin C fiber, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds, blueberries aren't just a tasty snack. They're a loyal friend to your heart, memory, eyes, and skin as we journey past 50. But I'll be honest with you, blueberries aren't magic. They only work their wonders when you eat them the right way at the right time and with the right partners on the plate. I had a patient, David, 68 years old. He proudly told me he was eating blueberries every day. In smoothies with yogurt, as jam, even raw by the handful. But strangely, his blood sugar wasn't improving. He'd put on a few pounds, and he felt tired. So we reviewed his food diary together, and I saw something familiar: blueberries blended with cucumber, sugary instant cereal, and maple syrup for flavor. I looked at him gently and said, "David, you're taking care of yourself, and that matters. But some of the foods that seem healthy may actually be canceling out the real benefits of the blueberries. Did you know that some foods, when paired with blueberries, can quietly undo all your efforts? Cucumber, for example, contains an enzyme called ascorbinase that breaks down vitamin C in blueberries. Refined sugar like syrup, jam, or sweetened cereal spikes insulin, increases inflammation, and drives oxidative stress, which goes directly against the anti-inflammatory magic of blueberries. It's a shame, isn't it? But here's the good news. There are other foods that are like soulmates for blueberries. When combined wisely, they can help your body fully absorb all the goodness these little blue gems have to offer. Picture this: a bowl of Greek yogurt with sliced banana, a handful of fresh blueberries, a few almonds or walnuts, and a spoonful of chia seeds. Each ingredient not only supports the others, they amplify one another. Banana, rich in potassium and fiber, helps stabilize blood sugar and boosts antioxidant absorption. Greek yogurt, full of protein and probiotics, improves digestion and helps your body process nutrients more efficiently. Nuts like walnuts and almonds offer omega-3s and vitamin E, which protect the heart and brain. Chia or flax seeds bring fiber, lignans, and healthy fats to aid digestion, balance hormones, and reduce inflammation. I like to think of that meal as a symphony. Each food is an instrument. Blueberries are the lead violin, beautiful, delicate, but when played in harmony with the right support, they create a song your body will thank you for. See, just one small change a day, like skipping the syrup in your smoothie or swapping sugary jam for banana slices, can make a huge difference in 1 year, 5 years, or even 10. Midlife and older age health doesn't come from grand overhauls. It comes from simple, steady, smart choices day in, day out. I call blueberries a golden food, not because they're rare, but because they're priceless when used right. So next time you see those tiny blueberries, remember this: within their simplicity lies the potential for a vibrant, steady, and resilient life. If you choose to walk that path with a little care and thoughtfulness, and I believe you can, starting as soon as tomorrow morning, just one spoonful of change toward a life that feels clearer, steadier, and more alive. Health is a journey, not a destination, and every blueberry is a step in the right direction.